We've all been there. You walk into a room and draw a total blank on why you went in. You can't find your keys for the 10th time this week. You're grasping for a familiar name that's right there on the tip of your tongue. We tend to laugh these off as senior moments, no matter how old we are. But underneath the chuckle, there's a quiet, nagging fear. What if this is something more? What if these little glitches are the first hints of a bigger problem? Dementia is a disease that casts a long, frightening shadow. It doesn't just steal memories. It can take away our independence, our personality, the very core of who we are. And the numbers are getting more alarming every year, with the worldwide prevalence of dementia expected to nearly triple by 2050. It feels like a silent epidemic, something many of us feel powerless to stop. We're often told it's just genetics or the bad luck of aging, a lottery we might lose no matter what we do. But what if that story is wrong? What if the greatest threat to your brain isn't some unstoppable force, but something quieter, happening inside your body right now? I'm talking about chronic inflammation. Think of it as a slow, simmering fire inside your blood vessels, and most critically, in your brain. This fire doesn't happen overnight. It builds for decades, and the groundwork for dementia isn't laid in your 70s. The slow, silent changes can begin in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. This is a scary thought. But here is the powerful, life-changing truth. You have more control than you've ever been led to believe, and you don't need complicated, expensive health routines to protect yourself. The science is becoming overwhelmingly clear. Safeguarding your brain can be as simple as the food you prepare in your own kitchen, and today, I'm going to show you exactly how. Now listen carefully, because by the end of this video, you'll learn 7 natural solutions scientifically proven to protect your brain from chronic inflammation. These are ordinary foods you can find at your local grocery store. But how to use them, how much to consume, and why they work. That's where the real difference-making information lies. The last solution is especially important because most people don't know about its connection to brain health. Ready? Let's begin. Part 1. The brain on fire. Understanding the enemy. Before we fill our grocery cart, we need to understand what we're fighting against. What happens when you cut your hand? Your body immediately goes into defense mode. The area turns red, gets warm, swells a bit. This is acute inflammation, a brilliant, temporary healing process. The defenders do their job and go home. But what if that defense system never shuts off? That's chronic inflammation. Instead of healing, it starts destroying healthy tissue, including the most delicate and important organ in your body, the brain. Scientists now see chronic brain inflammation, or neuroinflammation, as one of the key culprits in cognitive decline and diseases like Alzheimer's. The brain's own immune cells, called microglia, are supposed to work like janitors clearing out waste. But when they remain chronically active, they become aggressive. They release chemicals that damage and kill healthy neurons. So what's lighting this fire? Stress and poor sleep are part of it. But one of the biggest drivers is our modern diet. Processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats, they're like gasoline for that inflammatory fire. This is where our power lies. If the wrong foods fuel the fire, the right foods can extinguish it. Eating patterns like the Mediterranean diet and MIND diet have been consistently linked to approximately a 20% reduction in dementia risk. Now let's examine those 7 solutions one by one. Solution 1. Dark leafy greens, your brain's shield. Our first stop is the produce aisle for the darkest greens we can find: spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and romaine lettuce. Why are they so important? A groundbreaking study from Rush University found this. Older adults who consumed 1 to 2 servings of leafy greens daily had a rate of cognitive decline equivalent to being 11 years younger compared to those who ate the least. Think about it. 1 salad a day, and your brain gets over a decade of protection. What's the secret? Folate, vitamin K, and flavonols. These compounds work as powerful antioxidants that directly target inflammation in the brain. How to apply this in practice? Smoothie trick. Add a handful of spinach to your smoothie. You won't even taste it behind the fruits. Garlic olive oil sauté. Sauté spinach with garlic for 2-3 minutes. Perfect side dish. Salad upgrade. Choose dark leafy greens instead of iceberg lettuce. Weekly target, at least 6 servings. Solution 2. Berries, the memory molecules. Our second solution is one of nature's most powerful brain foods: blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. What makes them so special are anthocyanins, the flavonoids that give them those rich red, blue, and purple hues. And here's the critical point. These compounds can cross the blood-brain barrier. That means they can exert anti-inflammatory effects directly in brain tissue. An impressive finding from the Nurses' Health Study. Women who ate the most berries appeared to delay cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years compared to those who ate few or none. How to apply this in practice? Frozen advantage. Frozen berries are just as nutritious as fresh and much more economical. Add them to oatmeal, yogurt, or cereal. Smart snack. Satisfy your sweet cravings with a bowl of berries, delicious and actively feeding your brain. Smoothie superstar. They pair perfectly with your leafy green smoothie. Weekly target, at least 2 servings, but more is better. Solution 3. Oily fish, the inflammation extinguisher. Now we've arrived at the most powerful anti-inflammatory nutrient source for your brain: omega-3 fatty acids. Your brain is roughly 60% fat, and the main structural fat is an omega-3 called DHA. Think of it as your brain's premium building material. DHA keeps neuron membranes flexible, critical for sending and receiving signals. When you're deficient in omega-3s, your brain has to use inferior materials. The result? A less efficient, more vulnerable structure. In an analysis of multiple studies, high omega-3 intake was found to reduce the risk of cognitive decline by approximately 20%. Best sources: salmon, mackerel, sardines, anchovies. How to apply this in practice? Canned convenience. Quality canned salmon and sardines, economical, require no cooking, packed with omega-3s. 10-minute salmon. Season a salmon fillet, pan-sear, or bake it for 10 to 12 minutes, done. Supplement option. If you truly can't stand fish, high-quality fish oil supplements with both EPA and DHA can be an alternative. Weekly target, at least 1 to 2 servings. Solution 4. Walnuts and seeds, the neuron protectors. Our fourth solution focuses specifically on walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. Walnuts are superstars because they're an excellent plant-based source of omega-3s. They're also rich in vitamin E and other antioxidants that protect neurons from damage. Flax seeds and chia seeds are also omega-3 powerhouses and incredibly easy to add to your diet. How to apply this in practice? Brain-friendly snack. Keep a handful of walnuts at your desk or in your bag. Sprinkle tactic. Sprinkle ground flax or chia seeds over salads, yogurt, oatmeal. Secret ingredient. Use ground flaxseed as a binder in meatballs or meat mixtures. Weekly target, 5 servings, about a handful daily. Solution 5. Extra virgin olive oil, liquid gold. If you're going to use one oil in your kitchen, make it extra virgin olive oil. What makes it special isn't just its healthy fats. It's the concentration of powerful anti-inflammatory compounds called polyphenols. One of these, oleocanthal, has been compared to ibuprofen for its anti-inflammatory effects. Research suggests these compounds may help the body clear amyloid beta plaques. And a striking statistic: populations that consume more olive oil have been found to have lower rates of Alzheimer's. How to apply this in practice? Simple dressing: olive oil plus lemon juice plus herbs, as perfect salad dressing. Finishing touch: drizzle over cooked vegetables, soups, or fish right before serving. Smart cooking, use for low to medium heat sautéing. Daily target, at least 2 tablespoons. Solution 6. Whole grains and legumes, steady fuel. Your brain is your body's biggest energy consumer, but it's picky. It needs a steady supply of glucose, not the wild blood sugar spikes from refined carbohydrates that trigger inflammation. This is where whole grains come in: oats, quinoa, brown rice, and legumes: beans, lentils, chickpeas. These foods are fiber powerhouses. They slow down sugar absorption and provide your brain with the steady energy it needs to thrive. How to apply this in practice? Start with oats. A bowl of oatmeal in the morning, perfect start toward your whole grain goals. Side dish swap, quinoa or brown rice instead of white rice, whole grain bread instead of white bread. Legume integration, add chickpeas to salads, make lentil soup, try bean chili. Weekly target, at least 3 servings of whole grains daily, at least 4 servings of legumes weekly. Solution 7. Turmeric, the golden spice, what most people don't know. And now we've arrived at our 7th and perhaps most surprising solution. Turmeric, this golden yellow spice from Indian cuisine, has become one of the most exciting topics in brain health research. Why? Its active compound, curcumin, has extremely powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Research shows that curcumin can cross the blood-brain barrier and may directly reduce brain inflammation. Even more interesting, dementia rates in India are far below the global average. Researchers believe one reason may be the heavy use of turmeric in their diet for centuries. One critical point, curcumin's absorption is poor on its own, but when taken with black pepper, piperine, absorption increases by up to 2,000%. How to apply this in practice? Golden milk. Add 1 teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and some honey to warm milk, or plant-based milk. Ideal for evenings. Add to meals. Sprinkle turmeric on soups, rice dishes, vegetable dishes. Don't forget to use it with black pepper. Smoothie boost. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper to your morning smoothie. Daily target, about 1 teaspoon, with black pepper. Part 2. The 20-minute brain protection routine. We've completed the list. Now how do we implement this without living in the kitchen? Here's a simple daily routine. Minutes, 05, brain-boosting smoothie. Add to your blender a large handful of spinach, solution 1, half a cup of frozen mixed berries, solution 2, 1 tablespoon of ground flax or chia seeds, solution 4, quarter cup of rolled oats, solution 6, half teaspoon of turmeric plus a pinch of black pepper, solution 7, water or plant-based milk. In 5 minutes, you've incorporated 5 of our 7 solutions into your breakfast. Minutes 5-10, smart prep. While the smoothie blends, portion out a handful of walnuts as your daily snack. Solution 4, wash greens for your lunch salad. Solution 1, minutes 10-20, protein and dressing. Open a can of sardines or salmon. Solution 3. Or prepare a can of chickpeas, lentils. Solution 6. Simple dressing. 3 parts extra virgin olive oil plus 1 part lemon juice. Solution 5. In 20 minutes, you've prepared a brain-protective breakfast, snack, and the foundation of a nutrient-dense lunch or dinner. Conclusion. Your brain, your choice. We started this journey talking about the fear and powerlessness that so many of us feel when we think about dementia. It can feel like a destiny that's already been written, but I hope that feeling has been replaced by a sense of empowerment. We've learned that chronic inflammation is a slow burn that can damage our brains over decades, and that we hold the power to put it out. We've built our 7 science-backed solutions. 1. Dark leafy greens, 11 years younger cognitive performance. 2. Berries, protecting memory by up to 2.5 years. 3. Oily fish, 20% reduced cognitive decline risk. 4. Walnuts and seeds, plant-based omega-3 powerhouse. 5. Extra virgin olive oil, the brain's liquid gold. 6. Whole grains and legumes, steady brain fuel. 7. Turmeric, the golden spice, powerful protector. And we've transformed it all into a simple 20-minute routine. Research like the Framingham Heart Study reveals that even people who adopt these healthy eating patterns later in life can still see significant reductions in dementia risk. Every meal is a new opportunity. Every trip to the grocery store is a choice for your future self. The path to a resilient, vibrant, and sharp brain isn't found in a magic pill. It's found in the simple, consistent choices you make every single day. In the smoothie you blend, the walnuts you snack on, the olive oil you drizzle on your salad. You are the architect of your brain health. The tools are in your hands. The ingredients are in your kitchen. The choice is yours. Make the choice today to build a better brain for tomorrow. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone you love, and don't forget to check out our other video on the surprising connection between exercise and brain regeneration. Stay healthy, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.